Hi friends, this is Vittal. In this video tutorial, we will learn how to perform CRUD operation in ASP.NET MVC 5 using Entity Framework. So this video tutorial is all for beginners to make them fearless about the ASP.NET MVC. Because nowadays I have seen that many beginners as well as many experienced people that fear that MVC is very difficult to learn. But believe me, MVC is not difficult to learn. It's just need to capture the few things. It's pure HTML. So in this video tutorial we will learn how to make simple CRUD operations without writing any single line of code using the entity framework. So many people thinking that why we use MVC, because we need to write lots of code in it. And in ASP.NET ASP.NET related project I can drag and drop controls, and I did not need to any write control code manually. So you think about the ASP.NET, and you not thinking about the ASP.NET MVC because you thinking that we need to write the lots of code. But believe me, in ASP.NET MVC you need not to write, you need not to drag and drop controls. We need not to drag and drop controls. Again, I am repeating that it will be automatically created from our table or model model class. So this is the advantages of ASP.NET MVC. If you start learning, we will get lots of idea according to your logic and according to your experience and according to your skill. You can implement any logic. You can minimize code at number of ways as you wish. So in this tutorial, we will simply create one CRUD operation using entity framework in ASP.NET MVC 5 without writing any single code. So let us see how can we perform it. So just it is simple. As I already discussed in many projects that is related to ASP.NET MVC. I create empty project, so we will avoid the extra code which will be created. It will be auto generated by MVC. So let us see, this is a smart MVC application. Now give the name as CRUD with with MVC using entity framework. As you wish, you can give any name. NT NTT. Okay. Or you can give any name as you wish. Just I'm giving for the example. So now click on OK button. Okay. Now, as we already discussed, we will going to create the empty project, so avoid auto generated extra code. And now click on OK button. It will create one empty solution for MVC project. Let us wait for few seconds. It's creating project, gathering all the dependencies and all, so it's taking some time. So friends, I have started this series of article on MVC to make all the beginners, all the students fearless about the MVC. So in future we will see my lots of article on basic level. Any experience people like or not like, I don't care about it. I'm making this video series only focusing on beginners or who don't know about the MVC and who is a fear about the MVC. So so let us change the subject and let us see. This is a empty project created by our template. So without understanding this one, I have already given the explanation about this folder structure. So let us move towards the database. Let us see. This is my one simple database named RMS IOPOC. Let's wait. I will zoom it. I hope it is viewable for all of you. Or I can say that I will again. Okay, sure. So this is my one simple table, and this is the database. Under the database there is an employee table. This employee table having some columns. As you see, this is a name column, city column, address column, and ID is the identity, is the auto incremented and primary key. So this is about the table structure from which we will perform the CRUD operation from entity framework. So this is all about the table structure. Now next will be the Next step is to add the entity data model. So how to add entity data model? Just a right click on it, and now wait for the it will initialize some templates. So new item, place on data. This is the edu.net entity data model. If you want to work with entity framework, then we must need to add the data model. So give the name as you wish. Suppose I will give the name first model, or anything as you wish, first model. So click on let us some give the understandable name. I'm not giving, that is RMS DB model, means RMS database model. So click on add button. Now it will ask me some credential. So these are the all the options. Maybe in future this designer EF designer from database will be removed. So we are going to choose the contents from code first from database, and don't misunderstood between the code first model and code first from database. So it's let us see, this is what is this explanation written here. Creates the code first model based on existing database, right? It creates code first model based on existing database. So we have already one existing database, that is RMS, and under that it is an employee table. You can choose the database connection setting from the model and database object included in the model. So this is about the explanation. Means it will be create the some codes from the existing database. So click on next. It will ask me the some credentials. So there is no credential. So choose new connection, and suppose server name is, as you know, there is a my system name Vittal, and my username Swift, but I will not talk about my password. So my username is SA. So while typing password I will not be talk, because you will capture it. Then select database. Which database is your RMS? Because in RMS database we have one table that is named employee. So test connection before going to, so connection is succeed because so our database is connected. Now click on OK. There are few options here. No exclude sensitive data from the connection string I will set in my application code. And second one is S include sensitive data in the connection form. So what are these options? No means it will not be include your password here. Okay, so currently this is a blank. If you say yes, include sensitive data into the connection string, then it will be append the password here. So if you want all this information into the connection string, then we can choose the yes, include the sensitive data into the connection string. And this is another option is save connection string in the web.config file. So best way to save the connection string is in a web.config file. So click on OK button, or we will see that no. If you press no, then it will be require some extra coding for us. So click on S and click on next button. So these are the some option, pluralize or singularize generated objects name. So as name specifies or name defines, pluralize means multiple, singular means single. So what is single and multiple? Suppose my table name is employee. So I want to make it as employees. So I can choose as a pluralize and singularize. According to it, it will be automatically handle pluralize or singularize generated objects name. So these are all about the pluralize and singularize. We will make one simple video on this topic as well. So since it is a very important as concerned to the coding standard, so let us leave as it is by check marking this. So click on this is the employee. So this is the one employee table inside that our database. Now click on finish. So our new entity edu.NET entity data model is added into our project. So let us come finish it. So it is finished. Now now let us build one or leave it build. We will see on later on what error will become and how to fix it. So we came to know, you people will also came to know what error will become later on after we, if we not build the solution. So let us understand the code which is generated by default by entity data model. So let us see, this is a data model that we have created, RMS DB model. In that nothing, there is just a mapping. Say this is a our base name is our data model name, and these are also some basic things. This is a employee table. It's created generic list. Now let us flip here and now see what are the auto generated code created after adding the data model. So this is the one file created. Then after that, most important is that the class is created from database. See here, see this. This class is created from the database table. So let us view the design of this database table. Design, design. Let's see. It's a name, and max length is automatically added here is a 50. And this is a model class. And as I've already explained in my previous videos, that we can put model class anywhere in a model folder or outside model folder, or we can create one separate class file. So in this the class is created outside the model folder. So don't worry about this, but the proper standard is to you include in a proper folder structure as MVC specifies. So this class is created from our database table, and this is automatically validated that is string length is 50, string length is 50, all because we have all added as a length is max length is 50. So if anything length is exceeded more than 15, then our view or data model is validated properly. And suppose I want to make this require automatically, so we no need to do anything extra, just remove it. And if you remove and create new data model, then it append the required field validator here also. So we'll learn it on our next tutorial. So this is all about the existing code. So so we are going to add a next step is our is a model. So add, so sorry, we have already added model. So next step is we need to add a controllers. So go on controller. Now let us see, there are different types of controller here. We need to choose MVC5 controller with views using entity framework. So click on add button, and now employee, and this is one RMS. Employee means our model class which is created from our database table. So these are some options. Generate views means it automatically generate the views. So we are going to generate automatic views instead of wasting the time. Reference all the script libraries means it will automatically add the all the libraries which is required to run the views, or which requires to validate the views, validate the models, all these things. So this script will be added. Script means the jQuery file, JavaScript file, all these things. And use layout page. Layout page means is a like as a or a master page which is in ASP.NET. So let us create, and then after we are going through the all the layout pages, references, script, and views. So click on add. It will be throw me the error. Why we will explain in later. Click on add button. So there was an error running the selected code generator. There was an error getting the type. So why this is error come? Because we have added data model and not gonna build, and this DLL latest DLL are not in our MVC project. So we need to build. So the new DLL will be created. So build is started. Wait for the few seconds. Let's see. This build is succeed. Now let us go again. Add controller. Choose the controller MVC5 controller with views using entity framework. Now click on add and select our model class, that is employee, generate views, reference script, keep as it is, and employee controller. See, this is name also captured by default, that is employees. We can change it, but we will keep it as it is to make easier. So choose our DB context. Which DB context? Data context, that is RMS DB model, and click on add button. So it will create the views. We will get surprise, and definitely after viewing this video we will must think about the MVC. Let us see. All controls, all codes is auto generated by default. Even we need not to drag and drop the controls as like in ASP.NET. So later on we will explain all these things. So let us see there are 1 2 3 4 5 views are created. So what are these 5 views? I will explain one by one, and also I will explain the code. First of all we will go from controller. So this is a simple controller created using the entity framework. So let us see understand this code. This is a action results. This is a index means it will face the all the list of employees. That is, it is simply, that is DB means it is our model class, that is RMS DB model, and from that we have created the one instance. Means we have means automatically created one instance, that is private RMS model DB is equals to new RMS model. Under that DB model there is a table, class, that is employees. DB dot employees dot to list means we were converting this employees table into the list, or employees class into the list. So later on this will fetch all the employee list into the views, and this is the action results. Details details, and here is the, we can see that employee is equal to db dot employee dot find dot id. So what is this? This will simply we will see view is specifically for the view the details of the employee. Means how, what is details of employee? Suppose I have one grid view, and this grid view contains a 50 column. How many? 50 columns. 50 columns, it is not possible to show the 15 columns, 15 or 50 column on our uh, browser web page or page. You can add by using this scroll or all these things, but it is difficult to view on all these things. So I can add 4 or 5 columns on a grid, and after that clicking on detail buttons I will show the all the details. So for that this view is created by default. It will show the details of the that particular employee details. So this is simply link query. It will find the id, and according to the id it will fetch the details and return to the views. And this is nothing but the empty views. It will be create the views. Suppose this is one, we will understand this. Let us see. This is a create view. Let us see, flip, go to view. This is a view. So in that all the columns are added inside it. So what are the columns we are going to add? That is name, city is there, and address is there. These are the columns we are going to add into our database. Here id is not came because id is auto generated. So again, this is see, this is how the we are navigating. How this is simple. Go to controller. See, go to controller. It will be automatically moving toward my controller. So we are adding just only name, city, and address. So remove this one. So what is this bind include? We will see on our later tutorial. So I hope this code is viewable for all of you. I will minimize this one. Suppose let us say, and next one is the edit. Edit means if someone create an edit button, then it will be fetch all the records in a edit mode. So let us see. We will see these all data after seeing the view. So go to view. This is a edit view. Means all the details will be fetched on this table for edit the employee details, right? So we will see practically later on. Now this is all about, and these are the views under this employee folder. Now next is http post. Http post means if you make any changes, views is the same for all the details. It just for by default is the get action. If you click on edit button, then this action is fire. And if you make any changes and if you click on save button, then it will fire the this edit method because it has http post and this has http get. So this is the difference between these two action result method, because might be you're thinking that name are the same, edit and edit. This is for get the employee details for edit, and this is the save the details which we have edited. So in this we are not going to include again id. So remove this one. And what about this model state dot is valid means it ensures that the all the validation done properly or not. So we will include id as well because we are going to pass id to update the records. So sorry for it removing. So let us see what is this very simple code. Employee stat modified, it will check that is the entity is modified or not, and if the modified, then it will save the changes. So let us understand some code we are missing. Let us see this is create. This will check the first if the model is valid or not. Model is valid or not means all the validation is properly fired or not. If the fire all the validation fired, then it will uh, go inside it and insert all the employee details. This is the employee class object, and this is our table name db dot employees dot add, and then after that we need to call the method db dot save changes to save the all the changes into the database table. So this is all about it. Now next there is the same thing. Now this is a edit I have already explained. None, later on this is a delete. So delete is nothing but if you want to delete any specific record, then this method is used. So go to view. Let us see. This is a delete view. It is automatically created by our scaffolding. Now close this one. Now let us see this one again. What is this particular action result created for? This action results created for employee divisible to remove the employee. So this will remove the employee, and before removing it will ask the confirmation whether the, see this is the delete confirm. It asks for the confirmation whether they delete the records or not. If yes, then delete one. So we will see in our UI how how it will be how it will be actually works. And now this one automatically dispose our all the connections, all the entity framework related classes, and all these things will be disposed here, right? db dot dispose. So these all about the our model, our controller which is created by default. So let us close it one and uh, go towards the route.config. So I have already explained in my previous tutorial what is the route.config and how it will be work. So let us, this is the controller, we don't have home controller. We have a what we have controller, that is employees controller. So click on it, or we can write manually as well. So do the paste, that is employee. So again I will explain what is route.config. Route.config is configure the routing of our MVC application. How should be URL, all these things will be mapped or configured here in route.config. So click on save button and go there. Now without wasting time, run the application using Firefox, or you can run any browser, whatever you have. Now wait for the some time while building the application. So wait while it is again taking some time. So wait again. So it will be finally loaded. You might be thinking that MVC is faster, then why it is taking some lots of time for loading. Uh, I think I have some Visual Studio problem or something machine problem. It's taking some time, or somewhere is missing. Wait, yes. Now there is a no record in the our table. Let's see from database. Click here, select star form. It is the IT name city. We don't have a record, so there is a no record here. So create on new. Now click some details or write some details, that is Vitthal, what is it, or input city name will be Latur. So we will keep at Maharashtra, Latur Maharashtra, keep whatever you have, and click on create button. So it will be added the one record. So suppose these are the three columns: name, city, and address. And there are later on there are multiple columns, means there are 15 or 16 columns. So it is difficult to view the all these 16 records in the this UI page, or it is difficult to scroll and all these things. So to avoid this, uh, I have kept only name, city, and address column. Just think, I have kept all these things. So to view all the remaining 12 columns, we have one option, that is details. On details, it will show the all the details. Suppose there is a initial columns name, city, and address, and later on it will be added number of columns at the bottom. So these all over the details. Now click on back to list, and after there is another option is here, edit. Suppose I have put the address wrong. This my city name is Latur, but address I put also as Latur, Maharashtra. So I will change my address. That is my village name, Kabansangbi, and also I will put, there is a state name, Maharashtra, STRA. So I have updated this detail and click on save button. So this detail is added. Now let us, I will add another record. So I will add, name will be Sudhir, and city will be Mumbai, and this again add and create one. So these two records are added. Now I want to delete one of the record from this table. So what I can do is a delete, and before deleting it's asking me confirmation, are you sure want to delete this employee? Yes, click on yes, delete. Now record is deleted. So you are thinking that how it is very simple and very easy, without writing code, without dragging and dropping any control. I am performing the CRUD operation in ASP.NET MVC. So These are all the CRUD operation. Now this return new, and now create, click on create. So it's added the empty records into the table. So it will be a very lengthy task, or it is a very dirty task to add the empty records into the table. So before going to add any record, let's see, we will add some validation. So what validation we will add? We will add some required field validator on this. There are two ways to add the required field validator by default. First is make your all the columns, all the database table columns required, means allow null not. How design this? Remove this one, allow nulls. If you remove allow nulls and create the data model, then it will be automatically add the required attribute at the top of this particular column. So we are not going to create from this table again, but we can add here required. Suppose I am adding here required, required, or, and also you can show the error message. Okay, this is all about the validation. So I have already told you that we will not going to write any single line of code, so keep as it is. I have given the clue how to generate the validation from this table. Just to remove it, remove particular name, allow nulls checkbox, and it will be automatically added here required field attribute, and also proper message, that is name is required, city is required, and address is required. So click on edit. So this is all about creating the CRUD operation using entity framework. So I hope this video you enjoyed it, and later on you will think that you will start thinking positive about the MVC, instead of thinking, hey, I have a ASP.NET form, I can drag and drop the controls, but here in MVC I have never drag and drop any controls, but it will be create the all the control and all the CRUD operation related code is created by default. So this is all the basic things about the entity framework and MVC to generate the CRUD operation. uh, you can auto generate code and minimize according to you, or you can go advanced level and you can create from scratch by writing line one by one. So this is all about the entity framework and MVC5 to generate the CRUD operations. And if you want more articles and more tutorials related to MVC, then you can go to my blog, that is www.compilemode.com. This is my personal blog. You can visit here to learn MVC, C Sharp, app services, and all these things. So all about this. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion and any queries, you can comment on this article tutorial, or you can comment on my YouTube channel. And also I want some comments from you. This video is useful or not. If you provide me some comments, then it motivates me to make more videos in future to help the beginners and some peoples who want to learn about the MVC and who fears about the MVC. So thanks all of you for watching it, and enjoy the coding. Thanks.